from Curacao in their match against Guyana. Pool A action at the DHL Nacra Sevens for 2011. Guyana heavily favoured to do well in this tournament. And there's this why number 5, Theo Henry, in straight away for the first try from the kickoff against Curacao, making their debut in this event. Guyana, the 5-time champions. So Theo Henry off to the best possible start with the conversion as well. And Guyana 7-0. The long dreadlocks of the captain. Takes his position back at halfway. Comfortable with that try and the early victory over the British Virgin Islands, 47 points to 0. That kickoff has gone astray. So Curacao get their hands on the ball for the first time. Fidanik. Going into play, scrum half is Eka. Dos Passos on the right. And the wind takes the ball away from Wilson. Once again, Guyana are away. Chase has been chased down. Guyana trying to go short side. Staglin. Staglin breaks his way out of a tackle. The referee wants the players back for the 22. So no try to Richard Staglin. In the hands of Guyana. This is Hamilton. Now Henry again. Theo Henry looking for his second. And Theo Henry under the post. Try number 2 to Guyana. Conversion taken quickly and 14 points to 0. Showing their class over the newcomers. The Dutch entity of Curacao. Henry, one of a number in the team who's come back from the Pan Am Games where they finished 8th of 8. Against the likes of the USA, Canada, Argentina. Canada winning that gold medal over Argentina. No Canadian men's team here this weekend. We've got the women's team on the Garrison. Now Curacao hot on defence once more. Trying to force their way through. That's Marty. Peters clears it. Good burst and a loud blast on the whistle from referee Pitfrere. Referee Kelly. Knocked back 10 metres, Guyana, the defending champion. So Peters has another crack. On the inside is Eka in the headgear. They go short side. Towards the right-hand touch. Wilson can't escape the clutches. And as Henry runs away with the ball, we take the line out. So the wind is still strong. The rain has stopped for the moment. No sign of the blue sky, though, here in Barbados. This beautiful island in the Caribbean, which is hosting the DHL Nacra Sevens Championship. Host will be in action a bit later against Martinique. The line out comes to Guyana. Adams. Chase looking to bring the man back on the inside. Over the 22. Alvin Chase knocks it on. So still some early rust for Guyana. Winners last year over Jamaica, 22-17 in the final. And as I say, winners first up, 47-0 over the British Virgin Islands. Curacao, their debut in this tournament was a loss to St. Lucia. 17 points to 5, but that's a good scrum from them. As Peters gets in a bit of bother, and Henry looking for an early hat-trick. Theo Henry charges through for his third try. A good scrum from Curacao, but the pressure told from the Guyanese defence. And Henry was able to pick up the loose ball. Go over for his third try. So 21-0, kicking out again is Guyana. It'll just make the 10-metre line. Good kick on the bounce. As Hamilton tries to claim it, but it goes forward off a hand. Curacao, a lot of learning to do in this Olympic sport of rugby sevens. As Guyana try and screw the scrum, they're penalised for an illegal bind. Maybe the Dutch get a chance to get into opposition territory for the first time. They'll have a penalty here if they can't make anything of it. High tackle. And now they go out to the left. Dos Passos. Hogsteger hits it behind him. Just another shower of rain coming through as Guyana claim it. Men lined up to the left from that far right-hand side. Hamilton has a go short side. Now it's with Henry. He puts on the gas and heads forward. So does Bascom on the outside. Troy Bascom beats the defence, comes back inside and heads towards the uprights. And Troy Bascom gets the fourth try for Guyana. Well worked try from the 10-metre line in the opposition territory. Bascom showed some pace to get around his man. And then over. Half-time is blown at the Garrison Savannah. 4-0 Guyana leading Curacao. 28-0 is the half-time score. As the two teams take their half-time liquid intake. Jamaica next up on this pitch, followed by Mexico against the USA South. That could be a goodie. Guyana, Jamaica and Mexico favoured to make the top four, and that fourth spot up for grabs. The USA, Cayman Islands. Maybe Bermuda, given their narrow loss to Mexico. In line for that fourth spot. Oh, Mike Kelly whistles for the teams to resume their position. And we'll see Guyana with a comfortable 28-0 lead over Curacao in this Pool A match at the DHL Nacra Sevens for 2011. Underway again, and the kick off goes into the Curacao 22, goes into touch. You see the breeze blowing the flag still. Saturday morning in Bridgetown, Barbados. Traffic going past. Good crowd starting to come in for not only the men's event but also the women's. Trinidad and Tobago warming up in the background. Back live now with the action. Henry drops it and misses an opportunity. Assistant referee now with his flag out. Well, some foul play to be reported. Assistant referee generally has the power to come in when he spots something that the referee may not have seen. And the penalty does go to Curacao. So hard on defence, but with the ball, Guyana needing to retreat 10 metres. Peters hands it off to the big frame of Fidank. Fidank loses it. Now back in Guyana half. A shame for Junifer Fidank. A good burst from the big man as he goes into the scrum to join his teammates. Another gust of wind you can probably hear coming through the microphones here at the Garrison Savannah. Started to turn, in fact. Was easterly this morning. Now a bit more southeasterly, which was forecast. Quite strong winds and occasional scattered showers. They're staying away, but the sky is a little bit grey as we look out over this pitch. Number one, and here goes Guyana on the short side. Great burst from Bascom. But he put a foot into touch, Troy Bascom, just as he thought he was in for his second. Yeah, those showers do come in. Unpleasant for players and officials. And the line out for Curacao. They're trailing by 28-0 and have lost the line out. The whistle goes. Scrum to Curacao. 4 tries in the first half. Theo Henry 3 and Troy Bascom the 4th. And now Guyana on attack again, but it's spilled forward by Chase. Another scrum to Curacao. They still camped inside their own 22, trailing 28-0. Very hard ask to get out from this position in the conditions. And a slip up from Curacao, right on their own line as the wind and rain comes in. Not the tropical conditions we were expecting here in Barbados. Let's hope it doesn't stay around for too long. Scrum to Guyana. Close to the Curacao line. They're going to try for the short side again. Troy Bascom. Referee wants to have a chat to his assistant. And he awards the try. So that's Guyana's 5th. Comfortably in the lead of Curacao. $33 points to nil with the conversion to come. And that's a stray. So Troy Bascom bags a double in this Pool A match. And the kickoff goes from Guyana. They might sneak another one here if the bounce goes their way. It doesn't. So another defensive line out for Curacao. Heavy rain falling in the Garrison Savannah. Wind howling in across the pitch. We see a scrum to Guyana, and they'll get a free kick from it. Now they charge towards the line, and what does the referee say? Try given to Guyana. That makes it 38-0, conversion to come. Conversion goes over, so 40 is raised. Guyana now looking good to equal or better their score in that first match against the British Virgin Islands. That was 47-0. What can they do in the last moments of this match? Knock on against Curacao will help their cause. There's a penalty for the incorrect engagement by Guyana. So Curacao, perhaps their last chance to run out from their own quarter line. And this is Janga, Royce and Janga. Pass has gone astray in these difficult conditions. Might be a chance for Guyana. Scrambling back is Peters. Now Guyana have it. Hamilton. Looking to go out to the left. Looking to run it in the left-hand corner is Claudius Butts. And he does that, Claudius Butts. Puts the icing on the cake for Guyana at 45 points to nil. Referee says that'll do at this Garrison Savannah for Pool A. Final score for Guyana against Curacao. Guyana 45, Curacao no score.